Today's meeting was convened with the intention of soliciting the support of various faith organizations, and the response was tremendous. We had representations from various church organizations and a number of very important suggestions also emerged from the meeting, where the discussion was confined to the need to up the ante against the narcotics situation. And suggestions have come that the need to increase the number of counseling that we're doing, the intensity of counseling, awareness programs, and destigmatization of the drug users. And briefly, as a result of the discussions, we agreed on a two-pronged approach. The first is to involve the various faith organizations in coming forward and joining the campaign against drug abuse. The members who attended were briefed that at this stage we have earmarked an amount of rupees 10 crore per annum, which will work out to 50 crores in 5 years, for the implementation of the elimination of drugs and substance use. And the faith organizations have been requested to go back and have their in-house consultations. We will then, based on their requirement, fund the publicity campaign. And also I had suggested that since a lot of schools also come under these organizations, students can be asked to take a pledge on a daily basis to not abuse himself or his friends or engage in activities that lead to narcotic addiction. So one of the other major decision that we took was, since this involves large areas of the state, in fact as many as 7 districts have been identified as hotspot districts, we will intensify this campaign, involve the other districts as well. But as a pilot project, we will first, since Shillong is a major hotspot, on a pilot project basis, we will zone Shillong into various zones, and each of these zones there will be regular interaction and review of the extent of the problem, identification of users, identification of peddlers, and coordination with all line departments, the Dorbar Shillongs, and the social welfare department and health department. So briefly, this is what was discussed, and subsequent to this we will also involve organizations, Dorbar Shillongs and NGOs that have not been invited so far, because inviting all of them in one single meet involves huge problems of logistics. So but at the third meeting we will certainly widen the scope of involving more such organizations. So this is briefly what was discussed today. As I said, we have identified hotspot districts. We will concentrate on those, but at the same time we will be allotting funds to all the districts, and NGOs, faith organizations, and other such entities with credible credentials can also come forward. But at this stage, we have first approached faith organizations because they have the infrastructure, they have their churches, they have their schools. So based on that consideration, we have asked them to come up with proposals so that the pilot project can take off immediately. A suggestion to the faith leaders, they will be meeting on the 19th and then they come back to the government. Suggestion had emerged at the last meeting, for which we need to coordinate with the Department of Education first. Organizations play a very big role in the state of Meghalaya, and if we start preaching openly about drug addiction and how parents and how us responsible citizens, you should, beginning from home, start to curb and eliminate drug abuse, then the message, they are a very, very significant player in molding the future of Meghalaya.